Okay, okay. This it. What do we do now? Kill Draven, come on. Friendship, rivalry, or romance? When in Rome! Do as the lizard men do, I say. If it happens, so why not take the opportunity to enjoy it? I'm not more interested in what kind of kid's gonna pop out, but whatever. Okay, what do we got? We've got a lamp here. Honestly, not the worst, because it'll allow us to deal with some armor. Well, RNG just decides to say, you know what, screw that guy. I don't like him, he shouldn't be here. What do you think you're doing? You know what, sure. Reach into the flames, my boy. Already got two transformations. What's one more? He's got a leg on fire, or a tree leg. He's got an arm on fire. Got a head of a crow. What's the worst? He's definitely the main character, but not in a good way. Escape prisoner Lev included with his map. Detailed explanation of an escape tunnel and where to find it. 5 hours later, eventually we make it inside. Prisoner in the opposite cell, between the bars. Hey, you're interrupting us? Let us out, we'll fight. Mad, and we'll fight like cougars. Cougars are pretty big. Yeah, we could very much use them. There's, a lot of dudes hanging around. It doesn't matter what kind of cougar it is. All cougars help you deal with dudes. Ready to take Couster shopping at the local outfitters. Turns out it's very difficult to find clothes for someone with a crow head, firearm, and tree leg. They don't really design those ready-made, so you're going to have to spend a little bit more to get them custom. But even then, with the firearm, burning clothes, not all that great. No sleeves. Can't do sleeves. Then set this man on fire. Now, Zeeb. Smack him with your stick! Okay, this is why we leave it to the professionals. There's a reason why mages aren't in one charge of smacking people with their sticks all that often. Turns out, not the most competent at it. But we'll let it slide. Those you could have shared, did you consider that at all? Oh, but... Those two, my skin's all prickly. Someone somewhere must be thinking of me. Could be the fact that your skin's filled with magic and you're actively turning into a crab butterfly. But, each their own. Stars and Totilian Greyback have a fire blazing, a stew of wild onions and mushrooms to fill them all. This set of wild mushrooms and onions I'm not cooking. It's not going to turn to a pile of mush, like all of my onion soups seem to turn to in this game. Thank goodness, because I'm tired of it. Okay, you are no longer stunned for all of 2 seconds until your life is over. I guess you might be stunned at the result of that combat, but... at least it's not for long. Evan and Winter often would meet on their way to the shore to break the curse. Generally, they prefer turtling together rather than... oh my goodness. Isn't Evan already in a relationship? Okay, I mean... some people are okay with experimenting outside the relationship. To each their own. Each their own. I like that's a relatively mediocre enemy. Oh wow, that's actually a fair amount of bad guys. Luckily, we brought the best two for the job here. Goodness gracious, Sanine was just on a roll here. Upgrade her weapon and she can all of a sudden go out and just do what her last name implies, killing. So, one of the things I've been doing recently is keeping an eye out on eBay. Just, you know, you never know, you might find something good. As I've been getting into Warhammer, don't really want to spend money. eBay's a great place to try and find discounts. So for a couple of months, you can buy one thing here, one thing there, and eventually you'll have an army. No big rush on that. But just keeping an eye on things every now and again, you just find people paying way more than products are worth. I don't understand why. I don't understand how. But people just don't know how to Google the price of things before they make their bid. Or they get so antsy, oh, I need to win, oh, I need to win. And they overpay. Which, fear of missing out and all that, I get it's an auction. But you should do the research beforehand so you're educated about the pricing of things before you invest money. Not even just in eBay auctions, but in anything in life. Do the research, Make sure money is going to a proper place. There's no reason to put it on you, so it's definitely going on Rothwar. Mr. I have 1.5 million potency. Magical potency, I mind you. Don't know about other areas. Don't know that much about the man. But he's got good magical abilities. Might storm soon, you know what? Feeling join. See, I get that too. Wait a second. You're telling the storm guy that it's going to storm? I think you've got the fire and earth and crow. I think you let him have his one thing. And... night. I probably don't need to toss, but I'm going to toss just because it's going to dodge the first attack I throw at it. And I calculated that. I knew that 16% was going to fail. And that's why I did that. Because now I know the next attack is guaranteed to hit. Just watch. See? All calculated. Seem Quillin Kazek Kazitin. Sekin Pekin Kavasvan Human Kavan. Our sort of machine. I'm human kin. I'm done. I'm done pronouncing the gibberish language. Too many words. I can do a line or two, but once it starts being gibberish, I'm just going to... I'm not going to have it. Hauser's parents got a divorce. No one knew why he was overcome with joy. My mother told me she and Dad are getting a divorce. Why she's crying? Because Star Wars is awesome. Can't wait to finally be a Sith Lord. It would be you who became a Sith Lord. You're too special and egotistical not to be. It takes the rest of the day, but they eventually make a makeshift bridge secured in place. Holds well enough. But I never leave home without at least 3 links of rope in my pack. I will say, rope is probably one of the most important pieces of adventuring equipment. Never know when you're going to need to climb something, lower something down, keep your party tied together, tie up some bad guys. Just to name a few things that you can do with it. Always make sure, come prepared with rope. Higher quality and the longer length, the better. Cranky Piggins. Oh my goodness, the Piggins are back. Yep, poor Gorgon, what a surprise. Cranky Piggins to me. I wonder if old Maureen's slip ever made Laura into bacon. Fenric, she would never. You didn't name someone you're going to eat. Messing with you. Sure, Laura was too old to eat, Rick. Unless, of course, the classic farming anime school show, Silver Spoon, which is a throwback for me, because it's vividly in my memory somehow, naming things that you're going to eat. But I haven't seen that show since I first watched it maybe 7, 8 years ago. My goodness, when I was first expanding the breadth of anime that I watched, that is a callback. At least I think it's called Silver Spoon. Regardless, there's a memory in my head. I don't know why or how it emerged. But that's hilarious that I still can recall that. Okay, get a health augment on the cloak. Go ahead and give it to someone. Oh my goodness, how do you have so much health? Come on, has that been... This is not... Oh! Has that not been going away like it should have been? This until end of chapter history temporary has not been going away. So all of those introductions where it says until the end of chapter, totally overpowered. It's glitch, obviously. Which is why Belinda has so bloody much health. But, hey, I am not one to complain when I am given situations to my great advantage. I will certainly make use of it. In the year of peace, Rothwar declared the winners of the Gorgon killing competition and received a Oh! Rothwar was declared the winner. Did he seriously deal with the most Gorgons? I feel like that's gotta have been Fenric. Maybe it was rigged. Maybe he was the one doing the counting and declared himself the winner. I don't think he did all that much to them, truth be told. But I could be mistaken. Big boy thrust now. Oh, we got a guy behind us. Fortunately, he has thumbs and knows how to open doors as opposed to just having to try his best to bash it down. Turns out thumb's a big advantage in this whole combat thing. Only human history had taught us just that. Not all deadly warriors like Elise Arkwright, or amazing spirit callers like Zayden Lore, but just us. And now the Yondering Lands have as the Lord Adventurers in Blackstone Tower. I don't know how this modded campaign is going to make callbacks. I don't know the mechanics behind it all, but I do love how it's making callbacks to some of the previous characters. Elise, a very fun character I've used in the past. Zidane, much less so, but still. I love seeing past characters' exploits just shown to me on screen in these games like this. It's fun.
Thanks for watching. You should watch another. Please.